Glad to have you with us. I'm Ron Rose, Executive Director of the Jensen Beach Chamber of Commerce, and this is Focus on Jensen Beach. I hope you all enjoyed the show last week as much as we did in bringing it to you from Gregorytown, Eleuthera, in the Bahamas, the sister city of Jensen Beach. I guess now I have to come back down to reality. I'm going to have to get rid of my hat. But first I want to thank TV16 for the excellent job that they did in producing the show, and especially the camera work of Tim Gossett, who went with us to the Bahamas. He directed and produced the show. He did an excellent job. Each week on Focus on Jensen Beach, we feature community leaders. We discuss topics of local interest, and we focus on our business community. And we highlight local events and news happenings in the Jensen Beach, Hutchinson Island area. We encourage you all to send us your comments, as well as your suggestions on how we can make this show better and bring topics of interest to you. On the show today, we'll be discussing the 4th of July fireworks in Jensen Beach, what's new at the Lil Saints convenience stores, and we'll also be talking about the Treasure Coast Business Showcase, which will be taking place at the Treasure Coast Square Mall in July. Today we'll also have with us Rhonda Sedlock, shelter manager of the Humane Society of the Treasure Coast, who will again have a pet that's up for adoption. With us today is Jan Timon, managing editor of the Jensen Beach Messenger, Al Pangrazzi, Lions Club of Jensen Beach president, and Don Townsend, Jensen Beach Lions Club tail twister and AMVET's first vice commander. Welcome to Focus on Jensen Beach. Al, the Lions Club is responsible for bringing the fireworks back to Jensen Beach. Tell us a little bit about how that all got started.
Well, we got around the public and they said how nice it was to have the fireworks back again, that they enjoyed them all these years, and why was it stopped this year? So we decided to do something about it and see if we could go ahead and get it together for this year. And we have the rest of the organizations involved, which consist of the AMVETs and VFW, the Legion, our Lions Club of Jensen Beach, the Lions Club of Stewart, and the Moose Club. So all the organizations are interested, and if the people want to contact any of those organizations, we'd be more than happy to hear from them.
Okay, well, great. Don, we're talking about fireworks here, but I'd like to find out what the tail twister of the Lions Club does.
He's the most popular man in the club. He finds everybody
Really?
if they get out of line, and we keep the club going. The fun and games of the club. It's just to keep the boredom out of our organization, and that's my job.
All right, well, that's interesting. The fireworks are really 29 years old, and we did miss them last year, and they will be back on the Jensen Beach Causeway, I understand, from a barge this 4th of July, which is on a Saturday this year. Jan Timon is the person who is kind of responsible for fundraising this year. And Jan, why don't you tell us a little bit about how fundraising is going, how much money's been raised so far, and maybe some of the projects that you have going in order to raise some of the money.
Okay, so far things have been going really good. We've had quite a cooperation from a lot of people in the community, of course, of all the club members and everything. We have several of these little firecrackers out into the area right now and encouraging people to drop their donations in. We have a meter down at the Jensen Beach Chamber this year that will show everybody how the money's coming in and to when we'll reach our $20,000 goal. Right now we're probably at about $7,000, but we think people are right now starting to think about the fireworks and really get involved in it. We are hoping to plan the 20th and the 27th on Saturdays to go out with the Lions, the VFW, and the other organizations to hit all the different popular corners in front of the grocery stores and do some fundraising then.
Jan, if people are interested in donating money to the Fireworks Fund, who should they contact? What should they do?
Well, they can contact right now the Jensen Beach Chamber of Commerce. We're using that as our home base. You can call there at 334-3444 and get the address, or I know they'd love for you to stop in and you could make the contribution there. You can also, I'm sure, contact any of the Lions or any of the other clubs and organizations that are helping with this.
Thank you for being with us today on Focus on Jensen Beach. We wish you the best of luck in your fundraising, and we look forward to this event on the Causeway. One thing we don't want to fail to mention is the Causeway will not be closed during this event this year. The fireworks will be launched from a barge near the Jensen Beach Causeway. And that brings us to our next guest, which is Bill Yurillo from Creative Fireworks, who will be producing the show this year from the barge. So please stay tuned.
I'm Dante Parandozzi, the commander of the American Legion Post 126 here in Jensen Beach. And I'm real proud to be a part of the fireworks display that we're trying to put on here on the 4th of July. And it's a tradition, and it's an honor, and it's for our kids, and I hope everybody gets behind the bandwagon here and gives a little bit. If everybody puts a little bit in, we'll all have a little bit of money in there. And a good friend of mine, Bill Ullman, now will present the treasurer here with $100. And that's the best we can do from our post, and we hope all the other service clubs and posts do the same.
Okay, Ron, here's a check for $100, and I hope everybody else can contribute just as much or more. And here you go. Hope we have a good fireworks this year.
Bill, we accept this, the Fireworks Committee Fund, which you all are a part of, accepts this, and we really appreciate it. And we really look forward with a great display this 4th of July. And we encourage other people to contribute and to match their donation here. There's a lot of money needed, I believe, over here on the scale. We've still got about, we need about $10,000 more to be raised, and I don't think there's going to be any problem with the community, the support we've seen so far. So again, Bill and the American Legion, thank you very, very much.
You're quite welcome.
Cafe Coconuts has 2-for-1 specials every day of the week. Thursday nights, barbecue chicken and baby back rib combo dinners are 2 for $13.95. Friday and Saturday nights, 2 half lobsters with crab meat stuffing dinners are just $17.95. On Sunday, barbecue baby back rib dinners are 2 for $12.95. And don't forget about their famous happy hour daily from 4 till 7 with 2-for-1 drink specials and a free buffet. Cafe Coconuts on Hutchinson Island. Good food at great prices every day of the week.
What's the latest breakthrough in pest control technology? Tubes in the walls. Behind every wall of this new home, there's Pest Defense System. A special formula is injected into the tubes, and a pest-killing mist fills every space where bugs crawl. It's safe, too, for food, children, and pets. Ask for Tubes in the Walls by Pest Defense System, now the most effective pest protection you can get.
Welcome back. We are continuing our discussion on the 4th of July fireworks planned for Jensen Beach. And with me is Bill Yurillo of Creative Fireworks, who will be producing the fireworks show this 4th of July. Bill, welcome to Focus on Jensen Beach.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
How did the fireworks traditionally get started in Jensen Beach?
Well, in the early 60s, it started with a family day picnic on the causeway with some local residents. They were active in the ballpark, fire department. In 1962, there was a grand opening of the Frank Walker Bridge. And at that time, my father, being in the fire department and being in the fireworks business, put on a small show. And then I think the group realized that we have a bigger potential for fireworks, and since that time it started and continued till through today.
Could you tell our viewers, what has made the Jensen Beach fireworks display fairly unique and really one of the most popular fireworks displays in the area?
Yeah. What happened was my grandfather was a manufacturer of fireworks years ago, and one of the people that worked in his fireworks factory opened up a facility in the 50s in Sebring, Pyro Displays, and his name is Ed Kolosek. And Ed took a real interest in providing fireworks for the Jensen area show. Ed brought his, closed down his factory on the 4th of July, brought a lot of special products over here, and since we were shooting over water from the causeway and then from the bridge, we were able to shoot some new fireworks and experimental things. Also shells that broke down to the water's edge, where you couldn't have done that over land.
Well, I understand that traditionally it's been shot from the Frank Walker Drawbridge. The fireworks have been shot from the drawbridge. And this year, there's no plans to close the causeway. So, where are the fireworks going to be launched?
There's been a lot of criticism and concern that closing the bridge stifled traffic to the Hutchinson Island area as well as the local Jensen Business District. And the committee has agreed to spend the extra money and place the fireworks on a barge off the causeway, allowing the causeway to stay open for day-to-day traffic. So
Okay.
this year we'll be planning on setting this display off a barge somewhere off of the probably south of the causeway.
Yes, we had mentioned that earlier on the show, and I think it's a real great thing for the business community to realize that that causeway won't be closed.
Yes, it is.
And it really will not impede water traffic as well.
That's correct.
How long a display should people expect this year?
Well, we have designed the display to be a faster pace than we have shot traditionally. We're shooting all the displays, shells are going to be preloaded, so it should be a high-paced display, and we're anticipating it to run between 35 and 45 minutes.
Oh, great. That's a pretty long show.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a nice display.
Can the spectators expect anything different this year in displays or effects?
Well, we've encouraged Pyro Displays to provide the products again instead of buying from several different companies, and he is going to build a special finale for us, which is going to be over 350 shells.
Wow.
And we're going to end the display with a large 12-inch shell that goes about 1,500 feet in the air, or a quarter of a mile.
Wow.
And will break over 1,200 feet wide.
Well, that sounds spectacular.
It should be. It is.
Well, listen, we all look forward to this, and I think the excitement's growing, and the donations are coming in to help pay for this because it's really funded through donations.
Mm-hmm.
We really look forward to it, and thank you for being here on the show.
No, you're quite welcome.
All right, we'll see you.
Bye-bye.
For children growing up, the world is fresh and new, with loving parents there to guide them and make difficult times easier. That's why thoughtful parents invest in a pre-need trust funeral plan. Makes sense financially, and it lessens everyone's pain at life's most difficult time. Call Acock Funeral Homes, serving the Treasure Coast with 4 locations, to explain their pre-arrangement plan. It's the most thoughtful thing you'll ever do.
Welcome back. With me is John Henry, property manager of Little Saints Convenience Stores. Welcome to Focus on Jensen Beach, John.
And nice to be here. It's a pleasure.
Right, I see a lot of things going on with Little Saints. The one in Jensen Beach was just recently repainted, and there was some beautification done there. It really looks nice. Could you tell us some of the who the owners are of Little Saints, and how long has Little Saints been in the area?
Certainly, I'd be more than happy to. Little Saints is owned company by Little Saints Foods, I should say, Incorporated is the legal name of the company. Lawrence and Gay Timon are the owners. And they've been operating since 1972 in the Jensen Beach area. They were established in 1971. And it's a very good, strong company.
Well, Little Saints, Gay and Larry also own SPS, what is it?
Home Centers.
SPS Home Centers,
That's
and
correct.
they contributed the doors back here to our show. Actually, they have an area of their business there that just manufactures doors. Is that correct?
That's correct. That is a separate entity from Little Saints altogether, but it is a unique business, SPS itself, Home Centers. We are very large and competitive in this area by manufacturing doors. We're in the window business, hollow metal frames, and specialty hardware items, and in the lumber business. And we've been in this area for over 30-some-odd years in that business alone.
Well, I want to take this time to thank Gay and Larry for contributing those doors to the set.
It's our pleasure.
How many Little Saints stores are there in the area here?
We have 7 Little Saints stores from Hope Sound to Jensen Beach area. And they're all in neighborhood areas and on major highways throughout the county. And we're very happy with the success of these 7 stores.
Now, are they, tell us something about Little Saints. You know what's new there? What's happening there? You got something that's kind of new at some of the locations, correct?
Well, some of the locations are newer. What we've done is we've gone through and redone quite a few of our stores. And we have built some new ones and remodeled completely. We have some in the near future we're going to be doing. We've added hot food delis to 3 of our locations. They're doing extremely well. The modifications to the stores have included having new gas pump facilities. Texaco, which is a well-known brand of gasoline, and is doing very well with us, with a credit card availability throughout this area. With that, in our hot food deli and program that we have set up in those facilities, we hope to continue in the near future to do with other sites, other particular sites. In Jensen Beach area, we've added a new product called ice cream churn.
I saw the big sign out there by Jensen Beach.
That's correct. That is, we just did that, and we have it in 3 other stores. We plan to do that throughout our stores as we can retrofit the stores to do such. It is a quality ice cream product. It's well known, established, and
it's a franchise.
It's a franchise ice cream. It's an excellent ice cream. It's put you up there with the top brand ice creams, and it's delicious. I have to tell you, I really like ice cream. And
well, I'm sure after this show, many of our
viewers
viewers are going to go in there and try it. I mean, the sign is a nice sign. You can't miss it. Actually, we were talking earlier on the show about the fireworks display that's coming up this 4th of July on the Jensen Beach Causeway, and a lot of people are helping and contributing money towards those the fireworks fund, and I understand that Little Saints is helping out there too.
That we are. With our ice cream churn in our Jensen Beach stores, we are going to donate 25 cents on every ice cream cone that is sold in our stores, and believe me, there'll be quite a few.
Right.
In the short time we've had, it's been extremely successful.
Right.
And we hope this really will help benefit the fireworks fund, which is greatly needed in this area for the community. And we appreciate that opportunity to even be part of it. But we feel very good that that'll be a success for them as well as success for us also.
Well, I've got to say to the viewers out there to please go in and try that ice cream. It sounds like it's absolutely delicious, and you also help the Fireworks Fund to help bring fireworks here to Jensen Beach on the 4th of July. What other things have you done that's really, Little Saints is really community-minded as well as SPS? What are some of the things that Little Saints have done for the community of Jensen Beach?
Over the years, they've sponsored baseball teams, very active in that over the years. They've done so many numerous things, unbelievable, for mostly in the sports and what have you, donating food products, what have to concession stands where they have their Little League ball fields, high school facilities, etc. It's just, for fundraisings, we've allowed our stores to be used for fundraisings for people that need help and assistance, from having physical problems to health problems, down to any kind of financial aid. That something we find is good for the community. We've always somehow been able to use our stores and that asset as an area for, because it covers the whole county. With all 7 locations, we can really service the community. Same as like Easter House, for instance. We're very supportive of that program, and it seemed very successful. Little Saints, by being a place of 7 locations, where plus our SPS home centers, that you can buy tickets for the Easter House.
Huh. One of the sponsors of our Jensen Beach Pineapple Festival is the Florida Lottery, and I understand that you can get lottery tickets and stuff at Little Saints also.
Definitely. We are very well equipped to handle that situation. We bring in extra staff when it gets to be the time of the year when the lottery is very popular in this area, or if it seems to run over from 1 to 2 weeks and that pot starts getting bigger, we find it necessary we bring in the forces so we can maintain the quality flow of traffic for what a convenient store should be. Instead of long lines, as people can't get to convenient food store, it's no longer a convenient food store when you run into that kind of a problem. We try to anticipate that problem. I know the Timons are very good in managing their staff to make sure this happens. We bring in extra help and staff when the lottery picks up steam, especially on weekends, so we can keep the customers happy for their needs as well as the lotto players, and it's a very good. That's what a convenience store is all about.
Well, I know the Jensen Beach location became famous recently because somebody that bought a ticket there hit the jackpot.
That is true. That is true. And we hope they'll continue to solicit our stores and
That was a
And
group from the
picking-
Holiday Inn, wasn't it?
That is correct. I believe there's 7 or 8 people or employees out there that hit that lotto.
Right. Now, have you noticed that other people have come in the store because of the winner came from that particular store, and the sales picked up there because of that happening?
I'm sure it has in certain areas of our stores. I have to be honest, I personally am not in the stores on a daily basis to see it as much as our staff is that works in the store, the managers. But they are very happy and pleased when they see that customer come back, and definitely they're pleased, and that's what it's all about. It's
Well, I'll tell
community.
you what, I kind of know the answer to that question because I talked to one of the ladies that worked there, and she said, oh yeah, people are buying tickets like crazy here at this store in
That's
Jensen
what we
Beach
want to
because
hear.
of that happened. And I've always been impressed with the courtesy of the employees of Little Saints and to be helpful. But anyway, I really appreciate you being on the show today, and I encourage people to try the ice cream. It's new in the town. There's no other ice cream outlets around here, from what I understand.
That is true.
Where you can get hand-dipped ice cream, and each ice cream cone that you get, you 25 cents goes to fireworks fund.
That's correct.
Hi-ho, Mr. Comparison here on safari with Tri-County Gas, searching for the energy savings you'll find when you dare to compare. It starts here. Cook 2 meals compared to 1 cooked with electricity. Heat 2 gallons of water compared to 1 with electricity. Oh, pardon me, ma'am. Convenient outdoor cooking. And nothing heats your pool or spa as fast as propane gas. Stop by our showroom to see the Treasure Coast's largest and most complete line of gas appliances.
Welcome back. With me is Terry Hurt with the Fast Graphics Printing Company, and he's also a member of the board of the Jensen Beach Chamber of Commerce, and he's the chairman of the Business Services Committee of the Chamber. Terry, welcome to Focus on Jensen Beach.
Thank you, Ron. I'm happy to be here.
The committee, Business Services Committee, has a project going which is called the Treasure Coast Business Showcase. Why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about what that's all about and some of our members on how they can participate if they'd like.
Okay, this is going to be held Saturday and Sunday, July 18th and 19th at the Treasure Coast Square Mall. And we'd like to thank the Treasure Coast Square Mall at this time because they have been very generous with the space that they have allowed us to use up there. We're going to offer approximately 50 to 55 spaces, of which at this point in time we have about 70% sold out. And the people can participate. For those that are members of the Chamber, it's a $75 fee. For those that are non-members, it's $175. But the additional $100 will give them a 1-year membership in the Jensen Chamber. And what we are trying to accomplish is to do something for the small business people, to let them get out there and let people know what their products and services are that they have to offer.
I understand that your committee is also planning some business seminars, hopefully later in the year?
Later in the year, we want to continue our efforts for the small business people in the area. They're the ones that really don't have the money to be able to afford a great deal of cost. So we would like to do some seminars that will help them in their business and give them some direction at a very, very minimal cost.
Well, we look forward to it's the first Treasure Coast business showcase that the Chamber's done, and that again will be held July 18th and 19th, the weekend. That's a Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday.
At the Treasure Coast Square Mall. So all you viewers out there, make sure that you get to the mall that weekend to see the people that are displaying. Terry, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, Ron. I appreciate the opportunity.
Welcome back to Focus on Jensen Beach. Periodically on our show, we invite Rhonda Sedlock from the Humane Society of the Treasure Coast, who's a shelter manager, and she brings a pet with her that's looking for a new home. We kind of call it Adopt a Pet segment of our show. With us today we have Brandy. How are you doing, Brandy? Is looking for a new home. Rhonda, why don't you tell us a little bit about Brandy?
Well, Brandy, she's 3 to 4 months old, so she's just a puppy. She's great with children, and she loves other dogs, gets along really well with other dogs. She's very friendly.
Are you friendly?
Hey.
Hey, cool. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, listen, if somebody's interested in Brandy, what should they do?
Well, they can contact the shelter. We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday. And our fee for dogs is $54 cash. For cats, it's $39, so stop in and see us.
Well, this dog seems like it's worth every penny of it. What a nice dog, sitting here so quiet and calm.
She is.
Yeah.
She's very comfortable.
And she's been sitting here patiently while we set up for the cameras, and she never moved for at least 5 minutes here. Well, listen, thank you all for watching the show this week. We really appreciate your support and your calls of support for the show. We'll see you next week.